Min-jun, what are you? Did you kill my mother?
No. Your mother sacrificed herself to keep you safe.
My mother.
Amara stepped backward. Her hand remained on the door. Kang Min-jun stood in front of her. His expression was calm. Too calm. A faint blue glow disappeared from his eyes. Amara's heart began racing. Min-jun. He looked at her. What? What are you? For several seconds, he said nothing. Then he stepped closer. Someone you shouldn't be afraid of. Amara shook her head. My mother's letter told me not to trust you. Min-jun's expression changed. Your mother? Amara nodded. She said something happened when I saved you. Min-jun looked down. I know. Amara froze. You know? He slowly entered the apartment. I've known since the night you healed me. Amara stepped away from him. Then tell me the truth. Min-jun sighed. Your power didn't awaken something inside me. He looked directly into her eyes. It awakened something that was already there. Amara's breathing became shallow. What? Memories. He continued. Memories my father forced someone to erase. Amara remembered the visions she had seen when she healed him. The dark room. His father. Chairman Han. The betrayal. But why did your eyes glow? Min-jun looked at his hands. Because your power didn't just heal me. He paused. It connected us. Years earlier, before Amara understood what her mother had been hiding, Miriam Williams had been connected to the Kang family. Min-jun's father had once been a powerful businessman. But he wasn't always involved in the criminal world. Miriam had saved his life after an accident. When she touched him, she discovered something terrifying. He had been betrayed by the people closest to him. One of those people was Chairman Han. Han wanted control of the Kang family. But there was one thing standing in his way. Min-jun's father. So Han arranged for him to disappear. Before he died, Miriam discovered the truth. She tried to expose Han. But Han found her first. Miriam escaped with Amara. She disappeared to protect her daughter. But she knew Han would never stop looking for them. That's why she left the warning. Never heal the powerful. Because she had learned that powerful people would always try to possess what they couldn't control. Amara looked at Min-jun. Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't remember. You remember now. Not everything. Amara's eyes narrowed. Then let me help you. Min-jun immediately shook his head. No. Why? Because every time you use your power, you take part of the pain into yourself. Amara looked at her hands. And if I don't? Then I lose control. She stared at him. What happens when you lose control? Min-jun didn't answer. That silence frightened her more than anything he could have said. The next morning, Chairman Han made his move. Every major news channel in Seoul suddenly reported that Kang Min-jun was responsible for several criminal operations. Evidence appeared. Documents. Photographs. Financial records. Everything pointed toward him. Jinho rushed into the room. Boss, we're surrounded. Min-jun stood. How many? Too many. Amara looked at him. This is Han. Min-jun nodded. He wants me arrested. No. Amara shook her head. He wants you distracted. Min-jun looked at her. Why? Because he still wants me. Before anyone could respond, the lights went out. A loud explosion shook the building. Jinho drew his weapon. Boss. Men stormed through the doors. Min-jun grabbed Amara's hand. Stay behind me. But Amara pulled away. I can help. No. Min-jun. She placed her palm against the injured Jinho. A soft blue light appeared. His wound closed. Jinho stared at his arm. How? Amara nearly collapsed. Min-jun caught her. That's enough. She looked at him. Not yet. They discovered Chairman Han at the old Kang family headquarters. He was standing beside a large window overlooking Seoul. When Min-jun entered, Han smiled. I knew you'd come. Min-jun walked forward. You killed my father. Han laughed. Your father destroyed himself. You betrayed him. He was weak. Min-jun's fists tightened. Amara stepped beside him. Han looked at her. And you? His smile disappeared. You're exactly like your mother. Amara's voice was steady. You knew her. I knew her very well. Did you kill her? Han became silent. Amara stared at him. Answer me. Finally, he said. Your mother died because she refused to understand how the world works. Amara's eyes filled with anger. You wanted her power. I wanted what she could do. And when she refused? Han looked away. I gave her a choice. What choice? Work for me or disappear. Amara's voice trembled. She disappeared. Han smiled. Yes. Min-jun stepped forward. What did you do to her? Han looked at him. Ask the woman who healed you. Amara froze. What? Han laughed. You think your mother disappeared because I killed her? He shook his head. She sacrificed herself. Amara's face went pale. No. She knew that if she stayed alive, they would use you to find her. He pointed toward Amara. So she made everyone believe she was dead. Amara couldn't breathe. My mother is alive? Han's smile faded. No. He paused. She died protecting you. Silence filled the room. For the first time, Han looked almost serious. Your mother hid you from me for years. Amara closed her eyes. Her mother's face appeared in her memory. The final hug. The old photograph. The warning. She finally understood. Her mother hadn't abandoned her. She had been protecting her. Han suddenly pulled a small device from his pocket. The room filled with a strange high-pitched sound. Min-jun fell to his knees. He grabbed his head. Min-jun. Amara rushed toward him. Han smiled. The memories are returning. Min-jun screamed. Images flooded through his mind. His father. The fire. Chairman Han. Miriam. And Amara as a little girl. Then he remembered the truth. Han had manipulated him for years. He had made Min-jun believe his father was responsible for the family's destruction. But the truth was different. Han had caused it. Min-jun slowly stood. His eyes began glowing blue. Han stepped backward. What are you doing? Min-jun looked at him. I remember everything. Han's face changed. No. Min-jun walked toward him. You killed my father. Han backed away. You can't prove it. I don't need to. Amara stepped forward. She placed her hand on Min-jun's arm. The blue glow in his eyes slowly faded. Min-jun looked at her. And for the first time, he looked completely like himself. Amara smiled through her tears. It's over. Chairman Han was arrested. The evidence hidden inside the old headquarters exposed everything. His businesses collapsed. His criminal network disappeared. And the Kang family finally learned the truth about what had happened years ago. But Min-jun changed after that night. He began dismantling the criminal organization his father had built. He turned over evidence to the authorities. He closed businesses connected to illegal operations. Jinho couldn't believe it. Boss, you're really doing this? Min-jun looked out over Seoul. I spent my entire life becoming the man everyone feared. He paused. Now I want to become someone I can respect. Weeks later, Amara returned to her mother's apartment. She opened the wooden box one final time. Inside was the photograph, the letter, and one last envelope she had never noticed. Her name was written on it. Amara. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a final message from Miriam. My daughter. If you're reading this, then you survived the life I tried to protect you from. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you the truth. Your gift was never a curse. It was never meant to make you powerful. It was meant to remind you that every life has value. Amara wiped away her tears. She continued reading. Never allow powerful people to decide who deserves to live. You saved Min-jun because you saw a human being, not a mafia boss. That is the difference between your gift and theirs. Use it with wisdom. And never be afraid of who you are. Amara closed her eyes. For years, she had been afraid of her ability. Now she finally understood it. Her mother hadn't wanted her to hide forever. She had wanted her daughter to survive long enough to choose what kind of person she would become. Months passed. Amara continued working at the cafe. One rainy evening, she looked through the window. A black car stopped outside. The door opened. Min-jun stepped out. He entered the cafe. Amara smiled. You again? He smiled back. I wanted coffee. You hate coffee. I know. She laughed. Then why are you here? He looked at her. Because I missed you. Amara looked away, smiling. For the first time, there was no fear between them. No secrets. No Chairman Han. No hidden organizations. No running. Just two people who had survived a dangerous chapter of their lives. Min-jun reached across the table. Amara looked at his hand. Then she placed hers over it. No blue light appeared. Nothing supernatural happened. And somehow, that made the moment more meaningful. Because she didn't need her power anymore. That night, Amara returned home. She placed her mother's photograph beside her bed. I understand now, Mom. She smiled. I finally understand. Outside, the rain continued falling over Seoul. But this time, Amara wasn't running from it. She was no longer hiding. She was no longer afraid. She had saved a dying mafia boss. She had uncovered her mother's greatest secret. She had survived the man who wanted to control her gift. And she had learned the most important lesson of all. Sometimes the greatest power isn't the ability to heal someone. It's the courage to choose what you do with that power. And for the first time in her life, Amara Williams was finally free.